professional, business, personal success comes from self-concept, because before realizing anything in your life, it has to come in the form of a thought. It has to come in the form of perception. Anything which you right now in your mind can be a thought, an idea, perception, conception makes you successful, makes you unsuccessful. Now, let me ask you a question. Is it what you know makes you successful? Personally and professionally, are you behaving the way you like to behave? Because I was talking about we who admire to go about and become successful, we have to have a different lifestyle. We have to look up to successful people and behave the way they behave. If somebody is behaving in opposite of successful people, how are you gonna create millions? Because now you're swimming against the current. You're not going with it. Each habit, behavior, mentality which anybody can have, it is what creates success. It is what which creates success. What makes Bill Gates to be successful? His lifestyle. What is his lifestyle constituted of? Reading books, eating healthy, great association. He is business oriented. He keeps his PMA positive mental attitude. The thing to do is to follow what he has, to follow the behavior characteristic, the blueprint he has. Unless you're gonna be contradicting yourself mentally, physically, spiritually. Because everything has to be in congruence. Your behavior, your mentality, your action, everything has to be in congruence. Anything anybody is comes from somewhere. You are not who you are by accident. You are who you are because you were taught directly or indirectly to be who you are. And now, as we're gonna change who we are to become successful or to become who we need to become, we're gonna be taught again. We're gonna be taught again. The process is gonna be called reprogrammation. We're gonna deprogram ourselves. Then after that, we're gonna reprogram ourselves. The same way which was used to be who we are today, we're gonna use the same process to reprogram ourselves to become a different individual. That is the key to achieve what we want. Education which is aligned with the success that we need in a specific area. Anybody who you may name out there, no one became successful out of the blue. No one became successful out of the blue. Anybody that you may name, they understood what they had to channel their energy in. Because growth is where energy flow. Growth is where energy flow. If energy flow in mediocrity, you're gonna become a miserable, mediocre person. If energy flow in positivity, reading books, talking to people who can enhance you, working in your business, working on your body, you're gonna see growth. Because there's where your energy flow. Growth is where energy flow. Anybody has to check where that his or has energy flow. Then after that, you're gonna readjust and make your energy flow in a different direction. Where success is gonna come from. And you have to figure out who you need to become again. We are born with one nature and characteristic. I believe in zodiac signs. I believe that everybody is created with certain characteristics, but nothing determines anybody. Those characteristics which anybody is born with do not determine what anybody can become. Your DNA do not determine who you're gonna become. Your generic do not determine what anybody gonna become. Anybody can decide and change his generic. Anybody can decide and change his characteristic. Anybody can elevate himself. You can create new core values. You are not stagnant. You are not stuck somewhere. You can create any new behavior through a growth mindset. Because the growth mindset can change your neuroplasticity. Nowadays, people believe that they have no choice. People believe that they can't decide. But anything anybody believes may not be true. Once you say that you believe something, that's what's gonna be the produce. Anything anybody can achieve, anything anybody can become, comes from your mental conception. Comes from what you agree to be your belief system. Your belief system plays the major role to make anybody become anybody. A lot of people agree to follow a certain mindset, a certain blueprint, a certain behavior, and they end up becoming who they are today. Some of us are miserable with negative habits, and they don't know how they can change, and they have no hope. They believe that they can't have control. But I'm here to tell you, you have control. I'm here to tell you, your mind is powerful enough to change your life trajectory. It's all about making a decision. It's all about understanding that you can become anything. I don't know what you're thinking about. Maybe you want to be an actor. Maybe you want to be a life coach or digital marketer. And your mind, you're thinking, be like, nah, man, I can't become that. That's impossible. That's not for me. But let me tell you one thing. You are not getting there because you're saying that's not for you. Because you're doubting. Because you are segregating yourself. And that's called self-sabotage. And once you have fear and doubt, you can't get ahead. And nobody can help. What I need right now is to make you believe in yourself. To tell you that you yourself, you will enough. You yourself, you have enough potential to come about and succeed in any area. Once you hold it in your vision, it won't be long you achieve. I'm trying to shift your paradigm. I'm trying to shift your thought. I'm trying to shift your doubt. I need to bring you here where you not believe in yourself. I need to bring you here when I see your potential, your strength. You can become anybody. Anybody can become anybody. Anybody can become anybody. Self-concept. You believe that you can't achieve anything. You believe that you are not good enough. You believe that you are not genetically gifted. You believe a lot of negativity. Majority of them, they are not factual. They're not factual. Once your mind conceives something, once you feel like you can do something, you can do it. It takes to have a vision to achieve something bigger. People inspire you already on YouTube, on Instagram, here and there. You wouldn't feel like you can do the same thing if you wouldn't go for them. So let me go on the second part of this video. Anybody came up the way it came up because everybody was influenced to be where's here, who's here, to be doing what they're doing. You know, maybe your parent wants you to become a mechanic. Your parent wants you to be a nurse. Your parents want you to become a doctor. Your parent wants you to become an engineer. Or your friend influenced you, maybe to be selling drugs, maybe to be a warehouse worker, maybe to be this, to be that. Nobody became anybody randomly. Everybody was influenced by something or by somebody. Such an influence, if you surround yourself with 5 losers, you will become the 6th. People can neglect the power of associating with great people. Understand one thing, for those who underestimate the power of influence. People who got ahead, she had a great team. She had great mentors. What I'm saying, I'm not just saying that for saying that. What I'm saying is what these people who you may know in history, they had great mentors who helped them to achieve what they achieved. You may name their names, you may know their names. Those people have great mentors. And the thing to do today, for you to get here in society, you have to have great association. A mentor can be a one-on-one mentor, or can be a virtual mentor, or just can be your friend. Your friend will mentor you indirectly. The way they talk, the way they behave, the way they communicate to you, whatever they say, is it valuable? Is it taking to your goals, or is not taking to your goals? Anything anybody do around you influence you in the same way. That should be understood. It's called social influence. How are you allowing people to influence you in a positive way or negative way? What are they talking? Are they saying that you can succeed? Are they saying that you can't doubt? Are they saying that you can't procrastinate? Are they saying that you can build your dream and you can achieve anything you think out of your mind? What are they talking about? Are they not promoting your goals and ambition? Who are they? Are they the people who spend time smoking weed, drink alcohol, going to clubs, and wasting time? Who are they? Do they have great money management? Do they have great association? Do they have positive mindset? Do they have growth mindset? Do they have great vision? Can they help you to figure out digital marketing? Can they help you figure out sales? Can they help you to figure out business tactic technique so you can succeed in your endeavoring? Who are they? Who are you associating yourself with? It's called social influence. Because anybody you associating yourself with gonna build you or children. When you spend time with your friend, when you come out from their group, are you saying that today I learned so much? Are you saying that today I was influenced in a positive way? Bird of same feathers flock together. Show me your friend and I'm gonna praise who you're gonna become. Because everything you're gonna become, it depends on who you are associating yourself with. It's called social influence. On social influence, I can keep on talking about it, and here I can talk about mentorship. You may neglect to pay for a course, to pay for one-on-one coach, but what I'm said, if you need to do the greatest investment that you haven't done in your life, it has to be the investment of investing in yourself. You're gonna pay somebody to teach you, to train you, to become somebody you never become before. I'm not sure who do you need to become, but what I know, you can pay anybody to train you, to show you the blueprint, somebody who can hold you accountable, who can become your accountability partner. Maybe you want to achieve something in spirituality. Maybe you need to achieve something in business. In any area you may be in, there is somebody who can help you upgrade, who can help you achieve, who can help you uplift. The greatest investment which you're gonna do, gonna be the investment of investing in yourself. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Let me go second thing, books. Books are written by gurus, by mentors. People want to steal something that can change you, transform you. Why anybody can't understand that exchanging money with a book which has knowledge can contribute to my growth. And that investment I'm not gonna regret it, because it's gonna produce a ROI which is greater than how much I put down. Most of what we need to know are already in books. And books is an influence. Anybody who wants to be an engineer, it's no brainer. You better be reading engineering books. Anybody who wants to be an actor, you have to be reading books which teach how to act. It's no brainer. And we need that influence upon our soul so we can start acting in that manner. Our behavior, characteristic, habit have to change. We have to have a different routine, a routine which is aligned with the vision that we need to achieve. That's what it is. Internet and everything which you watch here and there. My advocacy is somebody to be fed only with what it needs to be fed with. If watching a channel is broadcasting something that you're not aligned with, you're not supposed to watch that channel. You are not supposed to follow that person. It's called digital influence. Internet influence, what you watch on Instagram, on TikTok, or YouTube, if it's not aligned with your vision, if it's not aligned with where you're going, you're not going to be watching it. Because if you watch it, you're going to be influenced in the wrong direction. Hey, by having your wrong programmation, I'm going to predict your future to be a failure future. So in order to have a successful future, you're going to brainwash yourself by just watching positive things which is aligned with your vision. On Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, on any platform, Pinterest, Snapchat, on any platform, anything which is not aligned with where you're going, why are you watching it? It's not building you up. It's tearing you down. It's programming you with negativity, doubt. It's putting in you imposter syndrome. It's not contributing at all. Why are you spending time, your energy on that? And I said, growth is where energy flow. If you spend time watching wrong videos, reading wrong books, spending time with the wrong people, you're gonna become somebody you don't need to become. A monster in a negative way. So you shouldn't watch internet videos or following influencers who influence you in the wrong direction, because we understand the power of influence, and influence comes from external and internal channels. Digital influences come from an external channel. TVs, iPad, phones, anything which is digital has the power to program somebody to become miserable, to become a loser. You better be careful what you consume, because what you consume is going to become your life. I can easily predict who you're going to become by knowing what to watch on a day-to-day basis. Let me talk about internal influence anybody can be influenced with. And we're going to start with internal conversation. What sort of inner narrative anybody has? As a positive, what do you tell yourself consistently? As a positive or negative? Do you say things like, I'm a loser? Do you say things like, I wasn't built for this? Do you say things like, What's the people gonna think of me if I do this? Do you doubt yourself? Do you say that, nah, let me procrastinate, let me be negative? What sort of inner narrative do you have? I don't know. Because anything you say inside build you. It's influence you to act in the same way. Because what is map? I say your map is your computer, your mental computer. Your mental computer get influenced by what you're saying. Anything you already taught, inner narrative which you hold here, influence you in one direction. And we need to succeed in our career. We need to become somebody. What are you telling yourself? Because what you're saying matter. What you're thinking about matter too. Everything you're thinking about, you talk to yourself. The conversation you have with yourself, things that you meditate on mentally matter, because that's what builds you. That's what builds you. It's not like I'm saying things that you don't know. That's what builds you, what I'm saying. Things that build you is what you were saying to yourself. It's called inner narrative. It's called self-conversation. When you go in the mirror, how do you see yourself? How do you communicate to yourself? Do you see in the mirror somebody who can achieve something? Do you say in the mirror that you can achieve something? Is it what you say to yourself? Because as Adifo said, if you say you can achieve something, you can achieve it. If you say you can't, you can't. Anything you say inside builds you to go ahead and achieve something you are visioning to achieve. Inner narrative, it has to be positive. It has to be positive. You gotta say things that are positive, which align with your vision. Things that are positive, which align with your vision. Say things like this: I'm a champion. Whatever I put in my mind, I can achieve it. Say things like this: if I can say it here, it means it won't be long before I achieve it. Say things like this: I'm a genius. Say things like this: I'm confident. Say things like this: I was beautiful this. Say things like this: I won't fail. And if I fail, it means I'm learning something, and that's not failure, that's called stepping stone. I'm getting better from this. Trial, tribulation, setbacks made me who I am today. It's make me, mold me to become somebody who I have to become. Those should be your inner narrative. Those should be type of reflection you have. Inner narrative has to be positive and aligned with who you need to become. Inner narrative has to be positive and aligned with what or who you need to become. Unless you're not going to have those inner narrative inside of your head to only be positive inner conversation. Unless you're not going to get known. Meditation can be known or seen as a tool to influence you inwardly. Meditation is one of the powerful tools people are using to change their inner self. And I said again, to change ourselves externally, we're going to change ourselves inwardly. As now we're talking about inside influences, internal influences, meditation doesn't need to be forgotten. It's part of the powerful tools to use to change your life. For anybody who is overthinking all day, anybody who is spending time not knowing where to go, what to do, meditation is going to help you to have a positive inner narrative, going to help you to wake up from your spiritual amnesia, going to help you to be in connectivity with higher power. So you have to spend time meditating to regulate your emotion, behavior, and characteristics. Meditation is one of the powerful tools that anybody can use all day to change your paradigm. By doing mantra meditation, repeating the same word over and over of who you need to become, a life coach, an engineer, a boxer, athlete, anybody, you will shift your paradigm. By doing mindfulness meditation to check why am I thinking, why am I over in, and come back to your optimal level, your life will be changed and transformed. Spiritual meditation, where you're gonna tell the Creator. Because having a conversation with the Creator, with God, gonna change the inner you, gonna change your heart, your spirit, and you're gonna become a different person inside. And once you become a different person inside, it won't be long, you change your life completely. So let me go to the last part, visualization. Visualization is gonna be also something which you're not gonna underload or underestimate. Because visualization has been changing people inwardly. How? I said people, you may think about it, God be Grant Cardone, They visualize who is it wanting to become. They had this strong vision who is it needed to become. The way they confuse their vision, the way visualizing what they wanted. If Grant Cardone wanted to travel Lamborghini, he knew about it. If Gary Vee wanted to be a speaker, a public speaker, he knew about it. He was visualizing it out day after day. He didn't give up on his vision. Every morning, he was get up in the morning, go in the mirror, look in the mirror, and see somebody well. Every day, after bed, before bed, he could sit down and think about who he needs to become, visualize it. And he could sense who he has to become. He could feel it, because the more you think about it, the more you start to feel like that. The more you start to behave like that, the more your habit is going to be transformed and changed. Because what you have in your mind as a vision going to influence you. And us, we're talking about inner influences. We understand visualization going to influence us to become somebody we haven't become before. We need to visualize. We need to grow. We need to be in this path we haven't become before. Who am I visualizing to become? Successful, somebody with a Lamborghini, somebody with great fitness, somebody who eats healthy, somebody who travel, somebody with great association. So anything which I hold in my vision, when I leave, before materializing anything, before anything to come into a physical form, it has to be here first in a spiritual form. You're not gonna materialize or manifest anything if you don't have it in your vision. Anything which you need to become, you better be visualizing it every morning. It can be a sport car, a big house, maybe you need to get married, maybe you have children. You need to be visualizing that every day. Put it on a visual board in your room or somewhere. That's how you're going to be able to manifest it or to materialize it. You need your mental conception, your perception to dwell on that every day. You don't want to get out that mental conception, because this mental conception is the only mental conception which is going to build you and take you closer to your vision. What we need is internal and external influences so we can be changed and transformed. After being transformed, we're going to see ourselves achieving things we need to achieve in life and in business.